Okay, all right, okay. This whole like having a baby thing and like being a stay-at-home dad and trying to vlog these movies is real pain in the butt. So let's talk about day. Let's see, it's day 9, I think. Yeah, ninth movie. Yeah. So we're on day 9, vlog 4 of this wonderful experience. My fucking mic is all jacked up. 2016's Memory Exercises. That was our 7th movie. Director Paz Inchina. I'm very bad. If it's a foreign name, I'm gonna be bad at it. I'm like the whitest man alive. I apologize in advance, and for everything. But no. So Memory Exercises. Fairly quick. I think it's like 72 minutes long. Overall, it's very solid. It's a little unengaging overall, if I had to be completely honest. I didn't love it. It tries for this very evocative approach to documentary filmmaking. It's a lot of audio interviews placed over narrative footage of these children going through the woods and swimming and what have you, and as well as some documents and photos from the time period of Alfredo Stroessner's rule over Paraguay. If you don't know who Stroessner was, he was one of the longest-serving dictators in modern history, of course, of Paraguay.
2 hours later.
Okay, all right. Where's my book? I dropped it on the floor. Okay. Doop-a-doop. Okay, where was I? Alrighty. So, let's see here. Memory exercises. Pasadena, Stroessner. So I don't know if I don't know, a baby time happened. So Stroessner was this awful dictator, and he had a lot of people disappeared during his regime because that's what evil fascist dictators do. The film itself deals with the disappearance of Augustin Goiburu. I'm bad at all these names. Anyway, so he was this doctor who was also a principal member of the movement to take Stroessner out of power. And, well, Stroessner wound up dying of old age, basically. So, as you can probably guess, this plan did not work. Goiburu? I'm going to say Goiburu. The guy, the doctor. Augustin. He was disappeared, and his body was never found, but he was killed. There's documentation that he was killed. God damn it. I hate everything in the world. So anyway, the film is basically just audio interviews over footage of kids running through the woods, swimming, all this stuff, and also we get documentation from the period. It's an interesting way to do it. I'm not sure it was necessary. It's kind of like the Boys documentary where I get where they're coming from with their approach, but I don't think it works as well as they intended. Now, I do think this works maybe a little bit better than the Boys documentary, if only because this is specifically going for like a dreamlike state and kind of giving you that the memory exercise as in the title. And I think that's a fun way of doing it. I just don't know that it works all that well. But, you know, not bad. It's one of those things where it might be more engaging for you. I do suggest checking it out, but if you're not hooked within the first, like, I don't know, 15 minutes, you're probably not going to get hooked at all. It also had that same problem that the Boys documentary had, where I had to end up looking up all these things afterward because I really didn't fully get it. I got the basics, but I did not get really full context that would have made it better. I feel like in this instance, a more standardized documentary would have been better. And, you know, that doesn't mean you can't play around. You can still mess around with artistic license in the documentary format when you're doing a more standardized documentary. It's just, you have to know when to use these tools. And I don't think that Paz used them properly. That said, she seems like a really good director. It's just, I can't just look at pretty pictures the entire time and not get a little bored of the pretty pictures. So next up is The Cow from 1969. Also, I didn't know if I said this. Memory Exercises 2016. 2016 was Memory Exercises. So 1969, The Cow. This was directed by Dariush Merjuri, a pinnacle of the Iranian film. So Dariush is he basically ushered in the Iranian New Wave with the cow, or gav, as it is in its native Persian. This was a big step in kind of the right direction for Iranian cinema. Before this point, it really wasn't. I love that I can hear the dog through the baby monitor when he barks. That's great. That's really good. Before this, filmmaking in Iran wasn't quite as experimental as it was in other parts of the world. And Dariush, he had gone to UCLA. He had seen he had seen films from around the world, and he decided to bring back a lot of that neorealism that he had learned about. A lot of kind of, I would say, like sort of Italian filmmaking techniques made their way into his work. I think this is his second movie. I think his first movie, I might be wrong here. I'll just cut this out if I'm wrong. His first movie was an Iranian 007, either knockoff or parody. And then this film would be his sort of, defining moment that would lead to the rest of his career. And it's a hell of a movie. It is basically, it's super simple. There's this guy, Masht Hassan, who lives in this little village somewhere in the boonies of Irania, Jesus Christ, somewhere in the boonies of Iran. And he has this cow. It's the only cow in the area. She's pregnant, and he loves this cow. He loves this cow more than he loves his wife. He loves it so much, and it gives him a certain social status in the village that he would not otherwise have. And one day he goes to town, and the cow dies. And the villagers are not sure what to do, and so they decide to lie about it. They're going to tell him that the cow ran away, and they bury the cow in their empty well, the old well that they used to use. They bury it, and he doesn't take it well. I would dare say he takes it poorly, and things go awry for everyone. It's one of those movies where everything just downhill the entire way. If you're thinking this is going to go the John Wick route, it does not. It's a very simple story. You could interpret it many ways. It is certainly one of those stories that allows for a fuckload of interpretations. But the important thing, what I liked most about this movie, and the reason it's my favorite out of the three I watched for this vlog, is it is really just a human drama. It is neorealism. There is a certain experimental, outrageous element, especially to the back half. But it is so enjoyable to watch. You really feel for Hassan. You like it when he is taking care of his cow. It's so sweet. And when he comes back and he doesn't know yet that the cow's gone, and like he has this amulet that he's gonna give to the cow. It was heartbreaking, man. It was legitimately heartbreaking. I did not think I would love this movie. 1969 Iran. I wasn't sure what to expect. Like when he says my cow wouldn't run away, I was like almost in tears. It was so sad. Let's see. It's also one of those movies. It seems like anytime a movie is blocked from distribution, or not allowed out of its own country or something, censored in any way, let's say, it always turns out to be a classic. And you can delve deeper into that comment and tell me I'm wrong. But point being, the cow was actually originally not allowed to be exported from the country. It took forever to come out, and they wouldn't let it leave the country because they felt, the Iranian government felt that it would present a kind of backwater version of Iran to outsiders and give them a bad look. And then when they managed to get it out of the country and submit it to some festivals, it did gangbusters, won a bunch of awards, and now it is a classic in Iran. It is beloved by the country. Just let art be, man. Just let art be. Which is probably not what the current Iranian government does, but that's fine. Anyway, check out The Cow. It's on MUBI right now. I don't have any other way to rhyme that sentence. Ow. Yeah, I can't wait to explore more of Iranian cinema. If there's a lot more like this out there, then I'm going to be very pleased. So this is, part of the reason that I have taken on this MUBI challenge is to expand my horizons, which I think everyone should do. I think everyone should try their best to seek out art from all kinds of cultures all over the world, and just find more in the world that you might like, because I guarantee just because you think all you like is like, or, you know, Marvel movies or, you know, strictly American movies or, I don't know, British experimental movies, whatever your fucking thing is, I guarantee there's more out there that you'll enjoy. And that's the beauty of living in the world that we do, is that we have so many options for different cultures and artistic expressions, and just get out there, man. Just get out there. Just watch some stuff. Fuck the man. So yeah, I can't wait to continue on with that. I also forgot to mention, it moves at a very brisk pace. Very brisk. It's a very fast movie, considering what it is. And it's also very expertly photographed. Like, it's black and white, and there's a very precise understanding of how to approach color. Or not color, but lighting in black and white filmmaking. You can tell that he went to UCLA. You know, you can tell that he's not no offense to Iran, but you can tell that he, you know, went to the premier school for filmmaking. And then last thing, I hate to bring up things I don't like about MUBI, but I was a little disappointed by the subtitles. A, it's still those white subtitles that sometimes I can't read properly. Annoying. And B, and this probably isn't MUBI's fault, but whoever did the translation for these should probably find another path of employment. It's not a very good subtitle track as far as the actual translation goes. At one point, I remember instead of saying move, they said movie. Come on, like that's not even how. What? Why? It's not a. I still understand what's going on, but come on, like. I understand if you're translating directly and it comes off a little garbled because of the way, you know, Persian dialects are structured or whatever. I don't know anything about the Persian language, but that makes sense. But when it's just straight up not the right word, come on, give it a second pass. It's one of the most important films in Iranian history. Give it a fucking second pass. Come on. Anyway, finally, the one I watched today, I was so happy. It's a 17-minute short film from France called Les Misérables from 2017. It's not the Les Mis you're thinking of. It's not Russell Crowe belting out a tune. It is the precursor to a feature film that came out last year, also called Les Misérables, and it is about street crime, basically in Paris, I think, in France. I think it's Paris, but let's say France, and the short film is about these cops who severely injure a black teenager, and a drone catches them in their dirty work, and they go after the kid who owns the drone. That's the whole story. It's very fast, very simple. It's a little too fast. The initial pace is actually really welcome, but then the back half, it kind of falls apart structurally and feels like it's not a whole piece. That doesn't mean it's bad. I think it's actually really good. It's a really solid short film, and I think as a precursor to a feature, as a demo for that sort of thing, great work. I don't know if that was... I don't know how to fucking say that name. How the fuck do you say that name? Laj Lai? La DJ Lai? I don't... So that guy... I don't know if he was trying to make a demo for his feature or if he did this, it got really good acclaim, and then he made the feature. I don't know what the case is, but really good job. Really good use of drones. It's not how DJI drones look footage-wise, but I'll give it a pass. I saw someone compare this to La Haine, or compare the feature version to La Haine, so I'm very curious to see it. I love La Haine, and so, you know, that... It seems like my kind of jam. I'll definitely seek it out. I remember hearing about it at some point last year, but I just never got to watch it. That's... I'm an American. We ain't got access to everything around these parts. They might have come out of theaters. I actually don't know. Either which way, it's, you know, good little short film. I recommend it. It's 17 fucking minutes, man. Just pop that sucker up on MUBI, watch it, be done. Easy peasy. Yeah. And that's it. That is what we watched. Overall, as I said, The Cow was definitely my favorite of the bunch. It's the only one where I feel like the whole package works. I loved it, man. I love The Cow. You know, other two were good and fine, but this MUBI experiment continues to be really interesting. It's a real pain in the ass with my kid. Real pain in the butt. And it looks like he might be waking up soon. No, wait. Okay, maybe that was just a normal spasm. Kids. Not even twice. Did you fucking hear me? So yeah, thank you guys. And until next time, buckaroos, like, subscribe, do all that jazz. I'll have more normal stuff out soon. I'm just kind of getting used to the whole stay-at-home dad thing. This is the third day that I've been doing this. And it looks like the little dictator needs me. So, arrivederci. God damn.